What's going on, Juneteenth family?
I have to take the lead because if I don't now, when will I do it?
These are all dance groups, mixes from since 90.
And risks are important. Risk creates results.
Make sure that you surround yourself with not only the word, but with positivity.
Foremost, for having me on for Lunch and Learn.
We start off by wearing all of the hats. Pun intended right there with the hats.
But we
start
special needs children and civilians.
I have over 30 years plus experience as a quality professional.
We basically reconstructing what we took part in deconstruct. All of street maintenance. That's how we came up with street maintenance.
I almost had to deal with MCA Records at the age of 19.
Wait a minute. I also partner with other daycare. We're not in a competition yet. We're not in a competition.
What's going on, Juneteenth family? Welcome to another edition of the Lunch and Learn. I missed you. I'm back. Kiara, aka Ambi G. I am your host. Today is a special edition because you will be joined by me today. So we will be talking about so much today. I have so much to share. So much has been going on. As you know, the Juneteenth Festival has passed. It was such a huge success. So I want to talk about that a little bit today. I'm going to talk about just my reflection on that, how the experience was as a vendor, as a part of the Juneteenth Family Advisory Board, as being involved as a DJ this year for our parade. It was just amazing. So if you tuned in today, make sure you hop in on those comments, chat with me, let me know you here, talk to me, and we will enjoy a session today. So just to give a little bit of background, like I said, last month was the Juneteenth celebration, and just Juneteenth overall as a holiday, I think it is something that we absolutely need to honor, something that we need to cherish, something that we need to continue growing within. Is still a fight for our freedom. Yes, we are physically free, but on a mental level, on so many other different levels, we have to really identify what freedom is and what that resilience looks like, and how do we continue to live in that space. So kudos, and I always give all praise and her flowers to Athenia for putting this organization together and seeing this vision and taking this calling and really doing God's work of what needs to be done in the community, you know, serving and really filling the earth with seed of good product, you know, just joining unity, joining people together for a great and amazing purpose. It has been phenomenal. So some of my takeaways as a vendor, the power of unity, just to see so many Black vendors, just to see so many companies, just to see so many organizations coming together, just to see us as a people joining together as a force, that within itself is powerful. Power is in numbers, and when we join together, we are absolutely stronger together than in any other capacity. So that within itself, that takeaway, the parade was amazing. First of all, if you missed it, you missed a good one. Do not miss 2025 because it was amazing just to see our young people, our scholars outside, our kids in the community, our elders in the community, the older grandparents, the older aunties and uncles, our parents outside, you know, the youth outside, and our generation outside, just to really take part and take stand. That was phenomenal. The music and dance of the entertainment side. I got a chance to DJ this year, the parade. And that was amazing. The start off of the parade, that was amazing. Joining with I'm going blank with the name of the health that helped us, that partnered with us, but they were such an amazing help. It'll come to me in just a couple of seconds, but they were amazing. Volunteers were amazing. It was really like a movement. Like early in the morning, you usually don't see people jumping up and down and waving and enjoying themselves, but we brought that energy, and energy is transferable, and when you give good energy, you receive good energy. So that was amazing. And just the purpose of what Juneteenth is, honoring our ancestors, honoring the fight that they went through for us to be where we are today, is that generational love right there. That generational praise, that generational power. And that just kind of takes me to me being a vendor with my brand. I had a praying grandmother. It means so much because I was able to touch so many people this year. Like, I feel like last year was amazing. I was not a part of the Juneteenth family as of yet last year. But when I was there, I felt like family as a vendor, and that made me want to join the board, and that made me want to, be a part of this organization because of what they brought to the community. So actually being a part of the organization and being on both sides as a vendor, this year I was just able to really go around and talk to almost all of the vendors and share with them what my brand is and what we do and who we are. And just to hear the reception of so many people and to hear how I had a praying grandmother resonates with the community and resonates with so many people upbringing. It just showed that, yes, we do need to honor our ancestors. We do need to honor where we come from. We do need to honor the legacy that they put forth for us to be where we are today. That is valuable without number. So that was dope. It was really fulfilling just to hear so many stories. One lady, she literally had goosebumps telling me her share of what her grandmother meant to her and what it meant to her that a brand like mine was doing such a thing. So that just brought tears almost to my eyes, because it's like I'm living in my purpose of what I want to do, but it's really helping. It's really bigger than me, and it's really to help others around me. So that was amazing. As I go down the line and just think of more things, just the festive activities throughout the day. Again, if you missed it, you missed a good one. We had performances. We had, dance. The fashion show was amazing. We had dance teams and step teams and just culture, like Black culture. I feel like culture is like, we run the world for real. Like, culture is everything, from the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we dress, the way we, share and embrace one another. That's all culture. And then, our food, our music, our activism, the way that we connect with each other, the things that we represent is all culture. It's all culture, and it's an experience. And I feel like Juneteenth NYC, we bring that experience like to ultimate level, because it's a melting pot of all different backgrounds of our heritage just coming together. So it was a celebration, man. It was really a celebration. Check out some of the clips. The Instagram stories, the lives was crazy. As we went over some things in our meetings following the parade, post parade, we just were talking about, some of the ways that the community embraced, that they really enjoyed themselves, and things that we can improve on, things that we love that we're going to continue to do. So If you tapped in, if you tuned in, please continue to share those things with us. We want to continue to grow as a whole within the entire community. And I just wanted to talk about a lot of different things today, because as an entrepreneur, there's so many benefits, right? There's so many benefits. And just my experience as an entrepreneur and a vendor and a business owner, I just wanted to share some of the things that I had as takeaways, as benefits of entrepreneurship, and some of the lessons I learned from this year, and just some of the highlights and some of the challenges, because even with putting together such an amazing event, it's a lot of risks you take. It's a lot of challenges, you face. It's a lot of lessons that you learn, and it's a lot of things that you do. It's a lot. It's a lot of things that you do that you got to, you have to fulfill certain things. You have to develop certain skills, and I just want to talk about that. So let's jump right in. I wrote down a few things that I wanted to go over. Some of the benefits. Let's start with the benefits. So the benefits of being an entrepreneur, and the benefits of entrepreneurship is the independence, first and foremost. I chose just a little backstory of myself. If you tuned in and you're not familiar, let me give you a little bit of my story. I chose entrepreneurship about, I want to say 9 years ago now, maybe 9.5 years ago. I am a rebel with a cause, and I say that humbly because I just always believed in myself, even as a young kid, in the things that I wanted, and not settling and following somebody else's dreams, but really putting everything I had into my dreams and what I want to pursue. So I knew that entrepreneurship was my choice and my way of living, because it was going to be the only thing that worked for me. I'm really not the I don't know. I can't really follow too much instruction on, like, no shade, no tea, no judgment. If you got a 9 to 5, I love you the same. Nothing, no judgment there. But I just knew that I didn't want to be in that setting anymore. So I took a leap. I took a leap of faith, and I started my entertainment company, which is Ambi G Entertainment, where I am a DJ. I am a host, as you see. I'm a personality, and I just embarked on media as a whole, with film and production, so on and so forth. So just gaining independence from that, it showed me that I traded the 8 hours in for 24 hours, because as we talk to so many of our guests, we know that entrepreneurship it's an everlasting thing. Like, you don't get no days off. It's really no days off, because if you want something to work, you constantly putting in time, you constantly putting in the effort, you constantly planning, you constantly growing, and that's all a part of the game. That's all a part of the game. Even if you working for another company, whoever is at the top tier of that company, they're constantly, it's an evolving door. They're constantly putting in so that this door could continue to roll and things could continue to grow. So just that independence and the freedom to chase your dreams, and that stirs back into Juneteenth with the freedom. Like, when you choose entrepreneurship, I think you're choosing your freedom, and the freedom to dream, the freedom to believe, the freedom to, accept calling. I honestly believe that. Then you got the financial side of things, the financial potential that your business can reach, is substantial, that you put in. Of course, they use the term scared money don't make no money. You got to put in money to make money. And, I try not to worry so much about the money portion of things, because it's going to come, financial benefits. They come and they go. Like, if you stuck on that, you gonna put yourself in a hole before you even start. So don't even worry about that. Just put in the work that you need to put in. The the personal fulfillment part of it, like, I don't think it's nothing that fulfills my needs as a visionary more than being creative, you know, more than having the opportunity to plan out and to really create something that's never been done before. That's the personal fulfillment for me when it comes to entrepreneurship, because just as any other business, I have to create my staple. And this is what I'm filling the earth with, my business, you know, my brand. So that's something that's extremely important. And then just the skill of whatever it is that you do. What I had a praying grandmother. It is a spiritual lifestyle brand. So it's more than just literature, you know, it's more than just fashion. It's more than just accessories. It's a lifestyle. If you know, or have ever experienced a praying grandmother, you know what that means. If you know, you know, if you don't know, it's room for you to find out, and it's room for you to grow within that community, because with that comes legacy, with that comes generational prayers and wisdom and just guidance, with understanding that you're not alone, or understanding that those prayers are really the foundation that carry us into our freedom, into being able to dream, into being able to do the things that we are able to do today because somebody else sacrificed something prior to us getting here. So that's really what I stand for as a business, and really just developing in that skill, developing in how I deliver this message was something, going back to Juneteenth, something that I was able to implement a lot this year, and talk to people and touch people with really just giving them what we do, and just honing in on that skill, you know, honing in on what people need, and being real. People like the transparency of feeling like I can relate to that, you know. So just always considering who your customer is, and not treating them as a customer, but as, you know, a client, or as, you know, a family member, how you would give and extend that love. People are spending their hard-earned money with you and your business. So make it more than just a sell, but make it a benefit to them. How is this going to help their lives? That was game right there. Make it more than just a sell, but make it a benefit to that person. How are you, or how is your brand, or how is your company helping that person life? How are they going to walk away better because they stopped to talk to you today? And that's just really game. That's free game on what I learned, which is interaction, customer interaction, and really, again, given my experience this year as a Juneteenth vendor in a business that was a part of this organization, is really just the flexibility of sharing. You know, you have to be able to tap into that. You got to be able to tap into that. And that's just some of the benefits that I thought of. Like I said, if you tuned into this, please comment, share what you think, what you got on your mind. Some of the lessons that I've learned in entrepreneurship. Oh my God, like just the level of patience you gotta have with yourself. You know, it's a huge gamble to bet on yourself, right? But I'd rather bet on myself than to bet on somebody else. It's still a 50-50 chance either way. So I'd rather put it in my court and bet on myself than to bet on anything else. You know, I gotta believe in myself more than anything, almost to, and I hear Will Smith, I love hearing him talk about business and dreams and goals sometimes, because he always kind of put emphasis on, if you don't believe in yourself and what you're doing, don't expect anybody else to. You know, you gotta have that without a shadow of a doubt belief that this is going to work, even if it's not working right now. Like I believe, and I'm going to put in the time, I'm going to put in the work, and I'm going to be patient with myself to go and to learn from these things, to learn from these trials and tribulations, to learn from the inevitable challenges that's going to come. Like, you have to learn and really take risks. It's risk in finances, it's risk in markets, it's operational risk, it's risk like every day. It's risk in life. When we walk outside, we risking so much. So take the risk, but take the risk on you. Bet on you. Bet on you. That's one of the lessons that I learned in entrepreneurship. Bet on yourself. Bet on you. Another thing is the importance of like really planning things out. Really planning things out, like, and step by step knocking things off. Like, yes, you can have a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, but have a 3-month plan as well. Have a weekly plan. I have a daily plan of what I need to get done today. I might have something for the entire week, but what do I need to knock off daily to reach the goal of the week? So just planning, and taking the time to create the details. That's crucial. A lot of game, a lot of game here, and a lot of things that we've talked about in previous Lunch and Learns, but really just planning, and focus, like, you only as good as your mind. Like, and I say that meaning, like, if your mind is everywhere, you're not focused on what you do. Like, your business is only going to be as good as that. Like, you have to really hone in and focus, like, create some discipline. And it's hard to be disciplined sometimes. And shout out to Dr. Anita Phillips. I was watching her on a podcast the other day, and she said, in order to focus, she puts a sticky note on her phone, and it says why. So every time she gets distracted and she's about to pick up her phone, she has to answer, why is she picking up her phone right now when she's supposed to be focused and doing this? And I thought that was huge. That was like a explosion in my head, because I'm like, we can tend to get so easily distracted sometimes with everything. Social media, calling somebody, texting somebody. I'm picking my phone up to do this, but now I'm doing 5 other things. So just really honing in on that focus and that discipline is something that we need to do. Something that's a huge lesson that I learned in entrepreneurship. Resources, like networking. Like, it's so many things that I try to do all by myself. I know I'm not alone. I'm talking to you. So many things that you're trying to do all by yourself. And with me saying this, it's like, hello, you talking about yourself right now, for real. But just really utilizing your resources. We fight against technology so much. I often ask our guests, how do they feel about AI and, technology enhancements and advancements and things that's going on. But we gotta, stay with the times and really use the resources for what they are. Network. You never know who you sitting next to. You never know what they can do for you. You never know what you can do for them. So I think that that's huge. And it's just, you might be able to provide human capital by just having a conversation with somebody. Capital for your business by just sharing your idea or sharing your business card, or, so that might be something that could change your life forever. So make sure you always network, you build a team. It was crucial this year, and it's always crucial that I have a team around me of individuals that help me, that understand the mission, that understand what we're doing, that understand the why. Keep that around. Shout out to my mom, shout out to my aunt, shout out to my cousin Kayla. Like, they are my team when we have huge events. And shout out to my best friends, if they in town, they my teams too. Like, we have to figure out and place people in the right space, you know, and it doesn't necessarily, it's not gonna always be your family. I'm fortunate enough to have, you know, the support system I have around me, but get people that fit, that understand what you got going on, that understand the business, that understand their position, that play their role. Like, you don't have to continue to double check behind, and you know, they take assignment and they dominate that, you know, they do what they got to do, they kill that, you know, and that eliminates challenge on so many levels, because it's hard to work with people sometimes. So when you find the right people, the right team, you know, you click together, everybody know they role, you better stay with that, you better stick with that, like you better stick with that for real. And you have to, yes, that's a big fact, you know, you gotta. And even with the Juneteenth family, just find it, just for me to witness, you know, an advisory board of so many people, but everybody playing their role, you know, and everybody being accountable for themselves. That's huge, you know, that's huge. And we gotta do that. Like, it's accountability is huge on people's personal lives. A lot of us don't want to be accountable for certain things, but when you're talking about business, accountability is one of the top things that, in order to run a successful business, you have to be accountable. You have to know, you know, what your role is. You have to know how to take and fulfill that. So just building a team, I can't stress the importance of that. That's huge. And it takes the load off of you. You can't be everywhere all the time. You know, if you have somebody else that could talk for you, direct somebody to talk to that person. You know, let's eliminate some of these challenges. And as I keep talking about the challenges, I'm gonna go into some of the challenges that I run into with running a business, that I run into with huge events, that I run into with planning, you know, sometimes last minute for things that I might have known about for months. Like, it's the work overload. It's the work overload. It's the work overload. Do not exalt yourself with work overload. Like, we work hard enough. Life is hard enough. Like, let's just start there. Life is hard enough. So the work overload of things that, you know, we could almost do prior to, or that we could again give to other people to do. Let's start that at early stages. You know, financial pressure, managing your money is a huge thing. Really understanding how business works is something that, like, if you're not good with money in your personal life, don't just think you're going to start a business and you're going to be great with money. Like, you really have to understand what the dollar does, like how you going to sustain this financial part of your business, because, you know, these dollars that you're getting back is not yours. You got to pour that back into that business. You have to, you know, create different tiers or sections that your money goes into. So really just understanding and dealing with that financial pressure sometimes, that's a challenge. That's one of the huge challenges in running a business and working as a vendor, and, you know, any big festival, anything like that, just the financial pressure sometimes. So that was number 2 for that for me. Again, the unpredictability of, you might have 1,000 customers one day. You might have, you know, 2 customers. You don't know. It's very unpredictable, but just stay in the course. We got Annette on the line. Hey, she said, I found this year's Juneteenth event was upgraded from last year. There was a lot of important information, from health benefits to food to our very own Cory Booker. I was so thankful to be a part of it. Yes, definitely. It was a lot of information. Yes, the food was automate and delegate. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now, for sure. Automate and delegate is real. Okay, just like I was just saying, we got to utilize the resources around us. We have to utilize things that can make our lives easier and really, you know, give that responsibility with ease of knowing that either this AI is going to take care of this or this person is going to take care of that, you know. And just back to in that comment, we appreciate you being a part of this year and last year, and you know, just enjoying the information that we provide, and that we are continuing to pour into the community. Our leaders that are continuing to show up. You know, we here for it. We are here for it. Another challenge is responsibility. Satisfaction of your clients, your customers, your employees, your business is your responsibility. So like I said earlier, treat it like your baby, treat it like your family, treat it like whatever you treat with care, because people feel that, you know. And if you are a responsible person, you're not going to drop your baby on the floor. You're not just going to let anybody, you know, babysit your baby. Shout out to Potter's House. They had a little a sermon about this a couple Sundays ago, but it's real. You have to treat your business like your baby. Like, you not just going to let your baby go outside and just figure it out. Like, so you have to delicately hold this thing, you know, delicately, you know, give it and share it and be passionate about it. Like, the passion speaks to everything. Passion equals volume to me. Passion equals volume to me. Passion speaks to everything. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I forgot to move my car, but I hope I don't get no ticket because I'm gonna keep talking to y'all. But passion moves through everything. And it's really just continuing to learn, continuing to grow. Entrepreneurship is a numerous levels to it. So just continuing to grow through every level is real. And I feel like as a business owner, I'm just learning every day. Like, sometimes I get frustrated, and as some of you may, some of you entrepreneurs that might be tuned in, you know what I'm talking about. You know the days when the frustration is real. Okay, yes, and that is my mom's. Okay, she is representing the brand. I had a praying grandmother always. She in the comments. I see you. But you know the frustration is real sometimes. Because you want something so bad. You want it to be so perfect. You want it to work. You wanted to yes. I'm cracking up at the comments because my mother is being a mother right now. You better look out the window and check for that ticket for it take away from the business. Yes. So you want it to work out. It's working out good. Thank you. God is good. You want it to work out. You want to be accountable. And you want your business to grow so well. So just stay the course. 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 I want to talk about just defining my brand identity. And I'm gonna take y'all with me. This is a real lunch and learn. Y'all gonna have some lunch with me. Y'all gonna come with me to move my car because I really don't want to get a ticket. But just defining your brand, and defining the identity of your brand, right? And just honing in on who your avatar is and who your clients are is a real thing. I really want to talk about that for a second because I've learned so much that if you don't know how to connect, they won't know All right, so I'm back, guys. Here we go. So defining your business and defining everything you got going on. You have to know who your client is. What does your client need? Why are they even your client? What do they like? What do they look like? What do they smell like? What do they like to eat? You gotta really go in to identify with what does your brand bring? What can your brand do? What does your brand bring? What does your brand do? What are the core values of your brand? I hope that y'all can hear me. Okay. I hope that y'all can hear me now. Cool. Connection is back. I'm good. What does your brand bring? What does your brand do? Right? So if you want to be a part of a festival, like a Juneteenth festival, we would love to have you. You know, tap in, let me know if you want to be a part. But what does your brand bring? What does your brand do? What are the core values of your brand? What's the mission statement of your brand? Being clear on those things. It's no way that you could run a company without being clear on those things. And I'm just jumping around and really just giving you little bits of gems from here and there that's coming to my mind when I'm talking about entrepreneurship, when I'm talking about just identifying with building business, you know, brand identity. That's first and foremost. And then the presence of your brand. How does and I know that they talk about this in the vendor information sessions, but just the presentation, the presence of your brand. How do you present your brand? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Like, you know, when people walk up, are you greeting them? It's like if you walk in the store and nobody says hello to you. I'm walking out the store. If I don't feel welcome, I'm not about to tap in with that. Like I need to feel welcome. I need to know that I'm wanted here. I need to know that even on my social media, you know, it's inviting. When you come to my page, you can absolutely understand what my business is, what I got going on. You know, when you go to my website, it's intriguing. It's not boring. You know, you want to continue to scroll. Like these are certain things that help build a business. You know, we have people with an attention span of a few seconds and then they're gone. So you really have to hone in on what that is. How am I going to connect with these people? How am I going to regularly build this relationship with them, you know, and inspire them? Or, you know, even if your business is not inspirational, how am I going to keep them coming back? How am I going to make these clients or customers return? In my case, I had a praying grandmother. As a brand, you know, we want to share self-healing. You know, self-help is just a self-reflection of life and all that we go through on a daily basis. But really, like I said, understanding that foundation and those prayers, our prayers every day. We are praying we got to pray for the generations to come. You know, we have to pray for those that came before us and, you know, that led the way. We got to continue to pray for them just as they pray for us. You know, we got to continue to set the bar. So it's really, for me, is continuing to share that message, continuing to inspire somebody else to pray if you're not praying already, you know, or inspire somebody else just to heal in certain areas and to understand that you're not alone, to understand that grief is a everlasting thing, to understand that dreams are real. You can chase it. Like it's really so many different levels that you have to connect on and build on with your brand and just the identity of where you going. What is your product? What you offering? What's your services? You know, it's like I said, it's not about sales, but it's about service. It's about connection. It's about, you know, growing together. So how can I grow? how can I grow? Like, how can I grow? And is just so much within that with the whole service and sales part. Like, you don't want, if somebody's too salesy, you're like, you kind of on it too much. Like, if you walk down the street, somebody like, sorry, excuse me, can I get a minute of your time? Can I get a minute? As opposed to somebody that's just like, hey, how you doing? You got a minute for it? Those two, you might perceive those things differently. You might give the person that acts in a different manner a second of your time or something of that nature. So you got to think about that. You got to think about what you offer, how you offer it, how do you convey that message. Really understand that. Build community. Share the people that are already a part of your community, your client base, your customers, whoever. Share some of their stories. Share, if you have a brand and they're wearing your stuff, share that. People want to see that you have support already. Why should I support you? Like, you have to make that known. And it's a hard thing to answer sometimes, even as a business owner, because it's almost like, man, because my product is good. It's good. Like, but what makes you good? And that's challenging sometimes, because it's like, dang, I don't want to say what somebody else said. I don't want to just say, oh, I'm good, because like I want to be great, and I want to be great in a whole entire aspect of what that is. So just build community, and ask your clients questions. Ask them questions. Ask them, what do you like about us? What can we work on? Leave that open for constructive criticism. Like, you're gonna have to have thick skin, with building a business, but leave that open. Ask questions. Be receptive to hearing people's opinion. Everything that you think is great is not always great. Every product that you think should sell 1 million might not always sell 1 million. Like, so you got to see what that looks like, what the audience feels like. You don't want to just always go for what you think, but just really the involvement of the community, engagement, collaborations and partnerships. I wrote that down as well. That's something that's huge, again, with the networking, again, with the, resources. You have to learn to collaborate with certain people. You might be great at this, but somebody is better at that. So you know what? Let's barter here. I'll do this and you do that. Like, you got to figure it out. But what works for you? What works for you? You might can be a service at somebody's event. I'll show up here just for support, and you might gain some supporters within that. So definitely keep that open for collaboration, partnerships. Juneteenth, we partner and collab with so many people. Our sponsors this year was amazing. Like, and that just builds relationships, because we have so many things, coming up. We got so many things going on, and so many things that you can be a part of because of collaborations, because of partnerships, because of, so much that's going on. And speaking of that, let me jump right into it real quick. We have an auction going on right now, Juneteenth NYC. Yes, we do. We have an auction going on right now. We are thrilled to announce a special auction where you have a chance to win 2, not 1, but 2 tickets to go see the New York Liberty take on the Seattle Storm. In case you don't know, the WNBA right now is like the hottest thing smoking. Like, the WNBA right now is on fire. So it's an incredible opportunity to go see this game. The game will be taking place Thursday, September 5th. I believe that's Labor Day weekend. Make sure you tap in. You can scan the QR code. You can start, the bidding starts at $75. The tickets are valued, as you see, at $262. So you're getting a deal here. Hello, you're getting a deal. Just bid. All entries must be in by July 15th. Okay, they must be in by July 15th, and you do not want to miss your chance at this. Like, I think I'm gonna get it on this bidding war if we could, because I'm trying to be in a building. It's going to be at the Barclays. It's going to be a time. So you want to tap in with that. Okay. Like I said, bidding starts at $75. So that's that. But again, to my point, scan that QR code, scan that QR code if you're watching this right now. But to my point, partnerships, building relationships. We're able to do things with other organizations and other businesses and other companies because of partnerships and building relationships and collaborations. So tap in with the New York Liberty chance of your chance to win those New York Liberty tickets, but also tap in with your chance to partner with people that's around you, that's doing things, auction on some things, raffle on some things. Those are all great ideas. They're all great ideas. Continuous improvement across the board, just the analytics of what's working and what's not working. Just understanding and educating yourself on certain tactics to use, certain training you might can take that'll put you in a different bracket, a different market, that'll make you a little bit better than the clothing line that's next to you. And it's not competition, it's collaboration. We said that in one of our previous lunch and learns is collaboration over competition. Word. Collaboration over competition, that's real. Can't stress that enough. So just really tap in with those things. I know that I'm looking forward to just continuing to grow as a business. I know I'm looking forward to learning the value of so many things, and as I'm learning to value more things, just learning the value of these things and knowing and understanding that God is in control of it all, and again, if you if you believe, if you had a praying grandmother, you understand exactly what it is to just really have faith. You understand what it is to have morals and values and just true character when it comes to just being you, whoever you are, whoever's tapped in today. I hope that today of me just sharing my experience with Juneteenth, my experience as an entrepreneur, my experience as a business owner. It helped you in some kind of way, maybe it inspired you to go do a little something today that you was going to put off for tomorrow. We don't have, I feel like it's almost insane sometimes that we just automatically think I could do that tomorrow. What if tomorrow never comes? I think that we really have to appreciate today for what it is. Work hard now, but also give yourself the grace and be patient with yourself. And in all of this growing, forgive yourself for the shortcomings of the things that you're learning. That's real, and that's responsible. I think that shows you being responsible for you, forgiving yourself for your shortcomings, holding yourself accountable at the same time for things that you are doing and you are learning and you do know better, and that you starting and you growing in. So just continue to do that. I think that there's so many of us out there that have opportunity. The opportunities are endless. If I could do it, you could do it. I'm looking at you right now. I hope you're looking at me right now. If I could do it, you could do it. For real. Whatever it is that you do, just be great at it. And this is I'm giving you from the desk of the CEO right now. This is the lunch and learn, but this is from the desk of the CEO, of me just sharing me just sharing real game right now. Like, if I turn this camera around, you could almost see, like, my office is a little messy. I'm gonna be real with y'all. But if I turn this camera around, you could almost see all of the, like, I have affirmations all over my walls, and I'm looking as I'm talking to you. I'm looking at these affirmations because I'm sharing with you what was real. You know, you could do anything you put your mind to. Absolutely, Mom. Like, I'm sharing to you what's real. You know, your mind is a muscle, and it requires working out. Like, you got to use it. You have to use it. You know, so many different skill levels that we have and we obtain, and we might ignore. But the greatest version of you is inside of you. Like, the greatest version of you is inside of you already. Let that be the takeaway today. The greatest version of you is inside of you already. Like, tap in with that. Bring it out of you. Internally, externally. Because you it. You could do anything you put your mind to. You are it. You are it. So just continue to do so. To my Juneteenth family, oh my God, continue to thank you, man. You are definitely a testament to that. For real, it's real. I am the change. I am the chance. You are as well. Be that change. Take that chance. You know, risk it all. All or nothing. All or nothing. All or nothing. Nothing can stop greatness. You are the greatest version of you. I'm not going to hold y'all too long on this Thursday, because now I feel like I need to go put in some work. You need to go put in some work. Again, one more time before we get off of here. Oh, wait. So I gave y'all the takeaway for today, right? Let me tell y'all about something that we also have coming up, the back to school event. We will, if we don't have the flyer for that to show yet on the screen, let me give you some of the information. It is August 24th. It will take place at the Brooklyn Armory. Let me pull this flyer up so I can give you a full rundown. Here we go. So it's August 24th. It is Juneteenth, in collaboration with, here we go. All right, here we go. Got it. Boom. I wish y'all could see this. I'm going to pull it right here. Oh, nope, can't see it. All right, something like that. But Juneteenth NYC, Family Bills, and the Major Owens. We are all collaborating in partnership with Situation, in partnership with Rebel Fitness Bar, in partnership with More Than 3/5. We are all collaborating to put on an amazing back to school event. It will take place August 24th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. All is welcome. If you are on this call right now, if you are on this live, if you are streaming with us, make sure, there we go. Yes, there we go. We got it. Make sure you can be a sponsor to this. You can be a sponsor with a $50, $50. That's how you know we need the $50. All right. With a $50 donation, you can give a book bag to 2 kids. Okay, so $25 donation that takes care of a book bag for 1 kid, a $50 donation that takes care of a book bag for 2 kids. Okay, so you can register on Eventbrite. We will have the Eventbrite link on our social medias and on our website, JuneteenthNY.com. So make sure you follow us on social media. I will also be posting it on my page as well, so you can register. The registration is free. We have some live music by your own DJ Ambi G. I will be live on the set that entire day. We got some family fun. D-Fit will be in the building, holding it down for Situation as well. Together, we will give you 2 reasons to sweat. We got some games. We got sports. We got food. We got giveaways. We have so many different sponsors. Again, the sponsors coming and collaborating with us on this amazing event. So again, that is August 24th. I don't know why I was about to say June 24th. August 24th. Tap in. 1561 Bedford Avenue. Brooklyn. We here. I want y'all to know, well, I always share what Juneteenth means to me, but Juneteenth is family. Juneteenth is community. Juneteenth is love. Juneteenth is my grandmother's prayers. Juneteenth is, the key to life. Is our key to freedom in a way of what you're going to do with it. What you going to do with it? What you going to do with it? How you going to make it work? These people put their sweat, blood, and tears. And for us to have these conversations in these platforms and this way of life that we live in today. So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? That's what Juneteenth means to me. Get out there and do something with it. As always, visit us on JuneteenthNY.com. Make sure you follow us on all social media at Juneteenth NY. Follow me, your girl, Ambi G, Kiara Green, the author. Fab Ambi G on everything. FabAmbiG.com. Make sure you tap in. Go follow I Had a Praying Grandmother. We got a huge summer sale going on right now. And it won't last for long. Back to school is coming. You want to get these summer clothes. I Had a Praying Grandmother.shop. Tap in. Also, we have the book club starting soon. I Had a Praying Grandmother book club. It will be starting soon. We postponed the date. It was supposed to start on the 13th. We are going to postpone that date, I believe, for another week. So I will definitely keep y'all in tune with the new date. But tap in with that. If you got your book, you definitely want to be a part of this book club. If you don't have your book, you got time to order it and for it to get to you so that you can join the book club. This is something that you don't want to miss. All right. As always, I love y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in with me today. I thank y'all for chatting with me. I thank y'all for listening to me today. Juneteenth family, Ambi G, Lunch and Learn. We are out of here. See y'all next week with another amazing guest. And until then, be safe out here. That's the end. What's going on, Juneteenth family?
I have to take the lead because if I don't now, when will I do it?
These are all dance groups mixes from since 90.
And risks are important. Risk creates results.
Make sure that you surround yourself with not only the word, but with positivity.
Foremost, for having me on for Lunch and Learn.
We start off by wearing all of the hats. Pun intended right there. All the hats.
But we start special needs children and civilians.
I have over 30 years plus experience as a quality professional.
We basically reconstructing what we took part in deconstruct. All the street maintenance. That's how we came up with street maintenance.
I almost had to deal with MCA Records at the age of 19.
Wait a
I also partner with other daycare. We're not in a competition yet. We're not in a competition.